Yo, welcome to the show. Guess what time it is? It's time to draft. We're up in the Throne League. I've got Instagram peeping in the corner. Got JP throwing up fire signs. I've got YouTube filing in. File in and take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to draft our fourth pick in the Throne League. If you don't know what the fantasy football throne is, you've been living under a rock for quite some time. Basically, came up with this thing last year that just took off. And the reason it took off is because of the awesome fantasy pages and communities that I have involved. Hand selected 11 of the best Instagram and fantasy football communities, like Couch, who has an actual YouTube show, like State of Mind, who's got a dominating Instagram. Probably I would say the number one. Ari and State of Mind, I think, have the number one fantasy football pages on IG. Is that fair? Is that fair, Ari and State of Mind? No complaints from you guys. You're over on in Instagram peeping over there, I think. They're wanting to know what we're doing here. They're spying, which is great. I spy on them. My soldiers spy on them. It's part of the process. But if you don't know what the Throne League is, what's up, Royal? If you don't know what the Throne League is, it's 12 fantasy football experts, just like the Fantasy Football Show, State of Mind, Couch, all those guys. And instead of us drafting it, the boring old expert drafts, what we do is we turn to our followers. So I turn to you, the Fantasy Football Show community, and I have you draft my team for me. All of the training and hard work that you've put in, the absorbing of the Fantasy Football Show knowledge, all the classes, all the hard work, I put it all to the test through a vehicle known as my followers, drafting in this thing and coming up with looks like the most beautiful team I could assemble myself. And you guys did it. Cook at 1.6, Godwin at 2.7, up in the top right corner. Mahomes at 3.6. Don't ask me how Mahomes fell, but Mahomes fell all the way to 3.6. We couldn't have had a better unraveling of this thing. It just, the cards were beautifully dealt. The flop came out. Our flop as Cook, Godwin, and Mahomes, we have a huge clear advantage. In my opinion, there's a lot of good teams in here. I love the 12 team. I hear a lot of people say Eckler went way too early. Eckler didn't go too early. Eckler is a top 12 running back. Easy. Like crapping the bed, that's what he is. And if he explodes like I think he could, his ceiling is all the way up to like 5 or 6. So I actually like that pick. I like that team. I think the Eckler, Hopkins, Melvin Gordon, A.J. Brown team is a very, very good team, a team to compete with. I think the the draft slot from the 1.1 and 1.2, it's pretty hard to screw that up. These guys got a clear advantage right out of the gate, and they did pretty well with it. So McCaffrey, Evans, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Now, I've said this time and time again, Clyde Edwards-Helaire could be a top 5 to 10 running back as a rookie at some point. We don't know that he's going to start off that way because rookies are going to take time to move along and absorb offenses in this weird environment we're in right now where rookies can't really do that very well, right? What's up, Nation? Nation's in the house. Another fantasy football community in this draft. You see Nation right there at the 1.7 pick. I have it titled 3.7 because we're in the third round. Actually, we're in the fourth round. Whoops. Graphic not updated. Graphic oopsie. So, Nation, your team's Thomas, Fournette, Kittle, Odell Beckham Jr. I like the Odell Beckham Jr. pick. The value is good enough. There's risk, but the value is good. I like the Mike Thomas pick. Obviously, he fell so far to you. I love the Kittle pick. So I literally like 3 of your picks very much. I don't like the Fournette pick, but that's preference, bro. You know, you like Fournette. Your team will live and die by Fournette, but you could almost even if Fournette kind of disappoints, still kind of hang in there. So I like your team a lot. It's pretty safe, other than the Fournette pick. So you did a lot of good safe type moves around that Fournette pick. What's up, Sid? What's up, James? What's up, Seclan? Seclan in the house. What snacks do you have today? What's up, Jay? Jay is an exclusive member of the Fantasy Football YouTube membership community. Jay has all kinds of power just being in that crew. And if you want to do that, click the join button on desktop. Go to youtube.com/the Fantasy Football Show, where you're watching me right now. But go on desktop and click the join blue button and get in on exclusive membership. Okay, these are the teams, man. This is a really competitive league. And as I was mentioning with the Throne, followers go to bat for their expert, and they draft a team. Every time we're on the clock, it's a 6 to 8 hour timer. We try and draft quick. I just got on the clock. We're going to draft within an hour. So nobody's trying to go the 6 to 8 hours. The 6 to 8 hours is built in there because people may not be in front of a computer or be able to put up the polls or get their people together. Me, hold on, let's check something real quick. Computer, is Dalvin Cook going to hold out?
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
No, try and think about it. Computer, will Dalvin Cook hold out?
Smitty, that's a negative. Cook will not hold out. I have calculated the odds of a holdout, and under the new CBA rules, the odds are 7.67% that Dalvin Cook takes this even into August.
There you have it. Computer is a smart person. A computer calculates this stuff. Computer just sits there all day calculating everything. The computer says we're good to go. Don't worry about Dalvin Cook producing for the show. What's up, Nick? Okay, so let's have at it. My thing might have froze. Let's hope it didn't. I think I'm still live, but I might have to crash this thing and reopen it. Oh, there we go. We're back. We're back, baby. I think. Are we back? Damn it. Okay, DK is one vote. Who are we going with? DK's one vote. Andrews. Edwards. Yeah, I meant Andrews. That's funny. It says Edwards. Tight end Edwards. Don't draft tight end Edwards. We got a couple typos on the screen tonight. I might have to crash this. Hopefully it will stay live. Hold on one second. I'm going to crash my... Oh, there it is. Andrews. Okay. Let me see if I can close all the other apps and get a little bit of speed back. Hopefully that will help. If not, I'm going to have to crash this thing. Okay, who's voting today? I can't even get my comments to refresh, so I'm going to have to crash this thing. So bear with me 1 second. Once I do that, I should be able to get it to relaunch without... Nailed it! Nailed it! Computer, is Dalvin Cook going to hold out?
Sorry, I don't know that.
Now she doesn't know. It's like, come on. Computer, will Dalvin Cook hold out?
Smitty, that's a negative. Cook will not hold out. I have calculated the odds of a holdout, and under the new CBA rules, the odds are 7.67% that Dalvin Cook takes this even into August.
Why are my lights not on? Computer, studio on. What in the... Okay. This is a mess. Let's get Edwards off the screen, and then it's time to vote. Edwards was supposed to be Andrews. Let's make that text white so it's a little easier on the eyes as well. And then we're going to be off to the races, and we'll start the voting process. So the voting's going to be, don't vote yet. I'm not counting anything yet. Let me just get this all taken care of. If anybody thinks there's a player that needs to be on here that I don't have listed, please mention said player as well, and I'll get them on here. Okay, so we have Jonathan Taylor. I think is a worthy player to talk about right now. Jonathan Taylor, to me, I have Clyde Edwards-Helaire ranked higher. In Dynasty, see, I've had this conversation with a couple of people, and they think I'm crazy because I've said that Jonathan Taylor isn't my number 2 fantasy football rookie ranked player. That doesn't mean I don't like him. It doesn't mean that Jonathan Taylor won't get going at some point. I think Jonathan Taylor, like I've said time and time again, has a like 9 to 14 overall value for the future. I don't ever see him climbing into like the top 5. He could. I'm not calling him a bust by any means. But Taylor climbing into 9 to 14 is still very respectable. That's Jacob's territory. Like me telling you that I think The ceiling value long-term dynasty, this is not dynasty, the Throne League is redraft, but the ceiling value long-term for Taylor is going to be 9 to 14. That's me telling you that Jonathan Taylor will be as good as Jacobs or whatever. That's very, very good. Like, nobody should be discounting that type of ranking or valuation that I'm throwing out there. A lot of people think I'm predicting bust because I say it could take him a long time. In the situation we're in, given that the best running backs are Monty, Singletary, Ingram, who I like a lot, but there's JK to worry about. Mostert, I like a lot, but then there's the San Francisco 49ers, who were the number 2 leading rushing team in the NFL, the number 2 team rushing the football, and they didn't have a 1,000-yard rusher. That's concerning when you're going after one of those running backs. So I kind of say Mostert, no. Ingram, I like him a lot. Ingram's not bad here. I don't think they're going to toss Ingram aside. I don't care. JK, I love a lot. In Dynasty, JK's balling out. I love JK. But the problem is Ingram's not going anywhere this year unless he gets hurt. He could. He's older. It's possible. But Ingram is a good option here if we want to go Ingram. Monty is more proven. Monty. What's up, Global? I got a Ron Dane vote. Ron Dane Taylor. Jacobs is worth more than Taylor. I agree. I was trying to give somebody perspective on I've had conversations with a bunch of people and they think that me ranking Taylor not in the top 5 or 6 for the running backs means that I don't like him. Who's crazy? Who's crazy, King? Who's crazy? Nation took Odell. That's correct. It's on the screen up here on YouTube. All right. DK Lockett. DK Lockett. Those Lockett votes are all from Jay. By the way. That's one Lockett vote then. Monty and DK says Scott. Please go Ridley, says Cade. Need to go running back, says Juju. Damian Williams. No Damian. James, of course, James, you're in here. James Devlin's in here, not concerned about what we're talking about whatsoever. James doing his... I love James. Mods, don't do anything about James. Let James be. I love James just no matter what comes in and just completely disregards everything we're talking about. Capital letters, asks me a question in the middle of what we're doing. Mostert didn't have 100 yards because he only played in the second half when... Yeah, I agree. Sand Beach, long time no talk, Sissa Clan. DK is the best player available. Why Lockett over DK? We're not going Lockett. I can pretty much tell you I'm going to pull the the no-go card on that. Sorry, Dinosaur. I don't think anybody's going to vote Lockett anyways. James Devlin, why do you retire? JP wants to know where you've been, James Devlin. Where have you been, sir? Draft Antonio Brown, says James. Draft by ADP, boys, says Sid. Andrews or DK, says Noah. Okay, so this is how we're going to do it. Can I get one of you to tally up all of the fire emojis? Okay, so JP, you're in charge of tallying up the fire emojis. Jay, you're in charge of firing up the thumbs up emojis. Okay, so you need to count up the thumbs up emojis. JP, you are the fire. Are you guys in agreement here? You guys hear me? Don't vote yet, but I'm going to give you the player and tell you what emoji it corresponds to them, and then we're going to count it up. So JP, you are fire emoji, and Jay, you are thumb up emoji. Okay. And you're way too drunk for that. Okay, who wants... Honest Abe. Honest Abe, your thumbs up. JP, your fire. Ball is life. I need you to take bro fist. Okay? Ball is life is bro fist. Sid, you double check everything. Here we go. Are we in agreement that DK's in the running? I think we are. Do we want Andrews to be in the running? Scott says Taylor won't play until week 8. Montgomery is by far the best for this team, says Honest Abe. Sand says he can help. Sand, you and Sid do some double checking on all of it. I think Taylor, Monty, Singletary, and Ingram, we need to narrow it down to one running back. Then we're going to narrow it down to one wide receiver, and then we're going to go with it. Gunner with the super. Gunner with the super. Gunner says, I'm going to try and buy this draft pick, says Gunner. Computer, super chat.
Okay, here's Discovery's Project Cat.
Computer, stop. That's not what I said. Computer,
Would you...
super chat.
Yes, Smitty. Thank you for the super. May I have another?
Okay, here we go. We're going to narrow the running backs down. Fire emoji is Taylor. Thumb up emoji is Monty. Bro fist is Singletary. And the hang loose is for Ingram. Go. First one to 15. Sid and Sand, you guys try and keep like a quality control of this thing. Fire emoji for Taylor. Thumb up for Monty. Bro fist for Singletary. Hang loose for Ingram. Is that the hang loose? Okay. This is going to be hard. What's up, Grantland? Grantland in the house. Thank you, Grantland. Grantland's my dude. Okay. I'm saying the hang looses are kind of behind. So I'm going to say Ingram's probably not there. This is going to be tough to add up. A lot of fire emojis. I see a lot of fire emojis. I see a lot of thumbs up as well, though. Try not to vote twice, guys. I think my computer's crashing again. I need to get another computer that is solely, not you, stop, that is solely for live streaming, because I have so many things constantly taking up resources, and if I don't restart before I go live, things get all jacked up. Do I have to get out and come back in? Son of a bee. 1 second, guys. Okay, stay right there. I'm crashing it and coming back in. We're back. We're back. Yeah, buddies. I thought I lost you there. Okay, so what do we got? Can we get a total? Sorry if I vanished there for a second. Can we get a total? Peterman says analyst. He's in the running. Don't worry, he's in the running. He's in the running, young man. Just rename me Monty at this point, says Gunner. Okay, so what do we got total-wise? Did Monty win? Did Monty win? 12 fires, Monty won. Okay. Same game, only wide receivers. Actually, I think DK's our only. Scott with the super chat. Computer, super chat.
Yes, Smitty. Thank you for the super. May I have another?
Thank you. And Scott Bob. Scott Bob says, just for discussion's sake, are we confident in trading for running back later in this league? I'm not going to take a back here. If we're not going to take a back here. Trades are going to be hard to come by because you have to get them approved through both communities. So I kind of worry about that, to be completely honest with you. So I think running back is the smartest move here. I kind of feel like if you guys want my advice, I think Taylor Taylor feels probably safest here, but Monty won the vote. So I'm not going to go against that. I thought we wanted Smitty to win, says Jay Problem. Some people don't like Monty. I like Monty. Monty's not bad. I think Taylor feels safer long term. And when I say long term, I mean like weeks 8 on. But it's going to be pretty hard. Thank you again for the super chat, Scott. Seclan with the super. Computer. Super.
I'm not sure.
Sorry, Seclan. Computer. Super chat. Didn't mean to be rude there.
Yes, Smitty. Thank you for the super. May I have another?
Thank you, Seclan. Seclan's the man. Seclan says, super happy that fantasy football is back in full effect. Been here since Reddit posts over 1.5 years ago. Super happy to eat snacks and watch your live feeds. Seclan, we're super happy to have you, young man. You've been one of the most loyal, kindest people in this chat from the very beginning, man. And we love you, man. Ingram, JK, the best you can get. Oh, Cohen. I agree, Jay. Monty is a top 40 player. Monty has Cohen. Where did Monty go in the NFL draft? That's why we are picking a young workhorse back in the 4th. Taylor and Ingram. We can include the top 2 running backs if you want in the poll. And then the top 2 wide receivers, or we could take 1 wide receiver. I'm pretty sure. Let's do a vote real quick. Fire emoji for DK. Thumb up emoji for Ridley. And hang loose for other. So if it was Allen, whatever, put a hang loose. So go. First one to 15. Nagy has used Monty this year, or he's risking his job. They don't have a QB. I agree with you. Monty I like a lot. I like Monty a lot. James, been here for 3 years. James, that's weird because I've only been on YouTube for a year and a half. but I appreciate you, James. James has been here longer than I have. James was here over a year more than I was, sitting here waiting for me to come on YouTube. Damn, James. James is dedicated. James is dedicated. I like how Scott put hang loose. That's cool. Creative, Scott. Okay, so we have 1 DK and his 4. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 ish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did Ridley win that? Been here 10 years, says Scott. I'll been here 3 years. I've only been on YouTube for a year and 5 months. Oh, that's great. What's up? What's up, Surprise? Glad to see you. Where have you been, Surprise? Surprised to see you. Corey in the house. Dip is here. What's up, 11? What's up, Vin? Smitty, how are you? Aren't you all over Ridley? I do like Ridley, but I like DK a little better. Singletary, I do like Singletary. I like Monty. Oh, did my thing crash again? I have to restart my computer, so it's potentially going to do this again. This voting process is worse than Florida's hanging chads. It is. I wanted to give my YouTube community a chance here. DK13. Okay, so DK1. DK, okay. So now, does anybody want Andrews? Let's just, not instead of voting, just tell me what you think. Anybody want Andrews more? Do I have to force this thing to quit again? I need to restart my computer. Okay, DK1. Does anybody want Andrews? No. People voted twice for him. No. DK Monty, DK1. Ridley got 15 first. Should we go to Instagram for this? Hey, Instagram, I'm going to put a poll up, and then I'm going to come back for you. All right. Later. Be right back. Come back. I'm going to put a poll up, then come back. So I think we've narrowed it down. I don't think we can end it there. Who do we take at 1 point? Or no, 1 point, whatever. What do we take at... hold on. Doing voice to text. Who do we draft at 4.7? Question mark. Okay. So I think what we're going to do, guys, is put an Instagram poll up with those four. Monty and Taylor, DK, and Ridley. Ridley was the guy that was second, right? Am I frozen again? Hold on. Can you guys see me? There you are. My thing keeps crashing. Just hang with me. I keep restarting it. It's fine. Okay, so I think we've narrowed it down to Taylor and Monty, DK and Ridley. I'm going to put a poll up on IG to make this fair, because I feel like everyone's kind of upset that people are voting twice. Let me put a poll up. Let me get this up. Everyone's going to go to Instagram. I'll put the link in the bio. Now, just to warn you guys, when I put this up, it's going to be a 4-question quiz, and it makes me choose who I want. It doesn't mean that it's the right answer. It doesn't mean that I'm overriding anything. You're going to see if you pick the one that I pick, it's going to turn green, and you'll know that you picked the one that I picked. Okay, so who should we draft? We take 4.7. I keep saying 1.7. 4.7. DK, Monty, Taylor, and was it Ridley? Ridley. Is everybody good with that? I'm not running on Windows 95. Don't mess with Instagram. You guys don't want it on Instagram? Coach, offensive line, QB scheme, athleticism, all upside. Go with Taylor over Monty. Plenty of very good wide receivers will be available. We can Taylor, Monty, DK, Ridley. Okay. You guys want to do... Let's do it on Instagram. Okay, ready? Everybody's got to go there to vote. You're going to go here. I'm going to put all four of them in one. So go to this right here. Just go to Instagram and search for the Fantasy Football Show, or you can click that link on desktop. Here we go. I'm going to post it. Five, four. Oh, we need the music. Game of Thrones. Okay, I'm posting it. Ready? Go. I can plug in my phone. And we will watch the tally. We will watch the tally. No one's happy with how I do the vote whenever I do it. So I know a lot of you are like, do it on IG. Don't do it on IG. Like, no matter what I do, I'm going to get people who are like, that wasn't how I wanted to do it. It's unfortunate. As Grandpappy used to say, you can please all of the people some of the time, some of the people all of the time, but you can never, ever, ever please all of the people all of the time. Okay. That's the link. We're on the clock. Let me get rid of these bad boys. Let me move this over and put that sucker there and go ahead and share my screen. Make that bad boy big. And I don't know if you guys saw some of the stuff that he did, like this right here.
To check your messages, please press 1.
Yeah, Couch, long-time follower here. This is Bob275647B. What in the did you just do, picking Todd Gurley at...
Message deleted. Next message.
Todd Gurley, you really shit the couch with that one, buddy.
Message deleted. Next message.
This is the fantasy football rapper. I don't mean to be a dick, but Couch, that was a really bad pick.
Message deleted. Next message.
These are all the voicemails Couch got after I found them. I found them tucked away. He was trying to hide them. These are all the voicemails that Couch got after he took Todd Gurley.
Couch, the meatloaf's ready. Please come up from the basement. You've been down there all day with your photography and cameras. I'm not gonna tell you. Caller blocked.
Hi, Couch. This is Beard and Groomers Plus. We have your beard grooming cream.
Anyway, I've been trash talking the whole way. I've been trash talking the whole way. Okay, let's go to the vote. It's a little loud. It's a little loud. Let's see here.
I'm going to go live.
Monty 11, Ridley 10, Taylor 7, DK 9. DK 9, Monty 13, Taylor 7, Ridley 10. DK 10, Monty 13, Taylor 7, Ridley 10. Monty 13. I'll put this here so we can block the people. We might have to take away some votes when I see some people that are from different communities here. Got a rapper vote right here. Rapper alert. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that cheating right there. Look at rapper. Trying to vote. Hold on. Who else is in here? Rapper trying to skew. Clearly he doesn't want DK. Monty 14, DK 11, Taylor 8, Ridley 11. $14 for Monty. I have DK and Monty in Dynasty. Kiss of death, says PL. Couch fam, where you at? They're not. This is my live, bro. That's why. That's why you have that. DK is fire, but Monty I like too. Voted Taylor, I guess. Nick, crying emoji. Thanks, Scott. Can't find the poll. Just go to my. Right. I wish I could just. I shouldn't have put music to it. That was a really dumb idea. Super chat from Scott in the hizzy. Scott, thank you. Computer. Super chat. Computer. Super chat.
Yes, Smitty. Thank you for the super. May I have another?
Thank you. And that he said that's for a cherry Coke. I appreciate that. Okay. No Insta would be Monty, says Jake. Jake, I'll add one vote for you. I'm aware. Couch having fun with Gurley. Yeah, that pick. I don't know. I would never have taken Gurley even in the 3rd round, let alone the 2nd round. That was just crazy. It's so loud. Oh, I think I can do this. I might as well do that. I think that'll still refresh it. 15, 17, 8, 12. 15, 17, 8, 12. Have fun with Cook. We will. Cook is going to be just fine. We appreciate that. Thank you. Super. Montgomery, says Michael. We're just fine with Cook. We appreciate you thinking of us. I'm torn on what to do here because you like Gurley. You think Gurley will be good, Smitty? No, I don't. I think Gurley was... I wouldn't take him in the 3rd round, let alone the 2nd round. Add another Monty. I can't find the poll, says Gunner. Gunner, just go to my Instagram and click on my avatar in the top left corner. It'll show you all my stories, and just go to the last one. Where'd I get my mic? I forget where, honestly. Counselor said Cook and Hopkins will bust. Well, then. Does that make it so loud? Monty pulling away. I haven't even voted. If anybody thinks I'm being like biased toward this process, you got another thing coming because I am the furthest thing from that. The only thing I wanted to do was make sure we voted Mahomes, and I would have let you guys do whatever you wanted. But I would have put down some heavy swaying if I thought you guys weren't going to go Mahomes, but you were all Mahomes. But past that, like I haven't even voted. I haven't even voted yet. 20, so 16 for DK, 20 for Monty, 10 for Taylor, 17 for Ridley. Monty's gonna hit 25 first. I'm pretty confident. Go to my Instagram right on screen there. You can just search for me on Instagram. It's easier. The Fantasy Football Show. Hypothetically, who would I vote? Honestly, I feel like DK. Like, the problem is, all things are pretty even. You kind of need to maybe go running back. I think Taylor's probably the safest running back. Monty, I love Monty. You guys know I loved Monty last year. I think it's 100% Nagy. This was not Monty's fault last year. Monty is very good, but universally hated because he literally crapped the bed for half a year as we all waited for him because they did not use him properly. So it's, frustrating when a guy's got the talent and they literally won't use him. They just won't. DK's catching up. DK, Monty, Taylor, Ridley. DK's got 18. I think, so just go to Instagram and vote. I think it's smart to go running back. The best player available is DK. The question is, can we get a running back on the way back? Will there be somebody there that we like enough that we're willing to sacrifice going the position of need right now? Because if we don't, you guys know, you're going to hear it over and over and over. Oh my God, look at the running backs. Like when people, not that I care at all what people say when they evaluate our team, but just get ready for it. Because they're going to be like, oh my God, Dalvin Cook might not even play. Smitty might not even have a running back for week 1. Like that's all we're going to hear. And I don't care. It's going to be funny because to rip on our running backs, we're going to be fine. But I feel like DK is the best player. DK has the most upside from, so if you want me to sway, I'm saying DK's smarter. It's so loud. It's just so loud. Monty, 22. I think I'll go DK. I didn't even select which one I wanted. I'll go DK. I put DK 21. 22 to 22. 22, 22, 12. Smitty, how do you do that voice? I just think of somebody complaining that I've heard, and it just comes out, bro. It just comes out. Not sure if you know, but you're ahead on Twitter. Yeah, you know what? Another thing, go to this link right here on Twitter. I'll do this after. I'm facing off on somebody against somebody in a bracket for who's the best fantasy analyst within a certain number of people, like 60 people or whatever, 64 people. It's like a NCAA bracket. Monty, 24-22. 24-22. DK is catching up. The question is, do we end it at 25 or do we say that this needs to go longer so that the people, because technically Monty just hit 25. We could lock him in, but at the same time, it's like I want to make sure we pick who the entire community feels is the right choice. So let's just kind of see if DK pulls ahead after this. Nick says, DK, you vote on Instagram right here on the screen, instagram.com/thefantasyfootballshow. Click on my little photo, the circular photo at the top left, and go to the last story. Just kind of click through them to the last one and vote. Monty will fall. Been here longer than Sand, Balls, Life's a Clan, Umberger, and all the other OGs, says James Devlin. James has been here longer than me. James let us know that he's been here 3 years, and I told him I've only been on YouTube for a year and a half. Doesn't matter. James has been here. James has been waiting. DK pulled ahead. This is going to be tough. Monty will fail, says JP. I don't know if I'd say that. I just feel like DK is going to be money. DK is going to be low-end wide receiver material. Monty going to tear it up. Is that really loud for you guys, or is it just really loud for me? I'm pretty sure I turned it down, but I don't know if it's responding. It's just super loud for me. Monty back ahead at 28. This is close, man. This is as close as... you know what? I haven't even been looking at Ridley. Ridley's 24. DK at 27. Running backs are more valuable. We know that, but the question is, it is loud. Okay, sorry about that. Next time I won't put music to it. I apologize for that. Jay wants to change his vote. Loud is my middle name, says PL. Great. We're going to have Damian Williams at running back too. Demand a vote change. Jay, what do you want to change your vote to? Dr. Raj would tell us to go Mostert. Monty, 28. Jeffrey voted Ridley. Changed my Ridley vote to Monty, says DM. Monty. So we have two people wanting to change their vote to Monty. And I think I can find their vote and see that they're telling the truth. Not that I don't trust you, but... And then we have the rapper who voted for DK, so we have like one extra vote there. DM wants to change his vote. We got you. 28 for Monty. 24 for Ridley, but two people want to take their vote away and put it in favor of Monty, which would put him at 30. Put DK at, I think, 26 because one of you had. Julio Jones can't stay healthy. Ridley is going to be great this season. I agree. Taylor all freaking day. You know what? Taylor's getting no love. He's got 12 votes, bro. Taylor ain't gonna win this. Who are we going with? DK with 30. Oh. Guys, here's the thing is if a running back falls to us that we like, I don't know that one will, but if they do, and it's possible, the running backs that are available again, let me pull up that so you guys can see. These are the running backs that are available. So if we kind of look at this real quick, it might give us a good indication of what we're looking at. We have Taylor. How many picks do we have before our next pick? We're at 7. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7, what was that, 7 picks? So Taylor, Montgomery, Singletary, Ingram, Mostert, Swift. Let's see, how many picks did we say? We're at 7, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What was I doing? That's 11 picks. 7. 11 picks till our next pick. Is that right? My math right? I'm late. I'm on like 2 hours sleep, so you guys are gonna have to help me. We have JK. I don't like Akers, but I think Akers will be taken at some point within the next 12 picks. We have JK. I got a super chat from Lopez. Lopez, thank you. Computer, super chat.
Yes, Smitty. Thank you for the super. May I have another?
Thank you for the super chat, bro. Dr. Ross says either DK or Monty. Let's go to Instagram one more time. DK didn't already win because it's tied. 32-32. This is tough, man. This is down to the wire. Sorry, we want DK, bro. There's plenty of solid running backs left, says official. Here are the running backs. Again, let's count this out. We're at pick 7, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 5 picks. So 11 picks. So we got to look at worst case scenario. 11 running backs aren't going to go. But Taylor, Montgomery, Singletary, Ingram, Mostert, Swift, Akers, Hunt. Are we comfortable saying that we get at least one of those running backs? Because if so, DK and that running back feel better than Monty and the wide receiver we may get. I don't know. That's just my thinking. So loud. 33-33. Pull up the wide receivers. So Beckham's gone. It just hasn't been plugged in yet. And this is just a list that's kind of updated. Ridley, Metcalf, Hilton, Sutton, Allen, Lockett, Chark, Diggs, McLaurin, Samuel obviously is out. Someone's going to take him. Hollywood, Parker, Cooks. Then it starts getting thin. So there are more wide receivers for sure. Do another pull. Okay, it's tied. So we're gonna go to the Discord now. We're going to the Discord now, people. Discord vote. How do you get there? I'll tell you. And this is going to determine it. This is the final one. We're tied. We're tied between DK and Monty, and I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to complicate things. We're going to do this quick. So go to this link right here. Smitty or sleeper U, the letter U like a university / Discord. Go here now. Join my Discord. It's free. And this will decide it. This is it. This is it. Vote now on the vote channel. Please direct people there. Okay, so now my Discord people know. So now I'm going to go into Discord. There's a vote channel. I'm going to delete the current post that I have there. And I'm going to put a new post that says DK equals fire emoji. And Monty equals thumbs up. Go. Okay, so I'm going to plug in now, and we're going to watch the tally. Look at it. This is already cranking off. If you want to vote, you have to go to this link right here. DK's got 8. Monty's got 6. DK 9, Monty 10, Monty 11, DK 8. Somebody switched their vote. 1 poop emoji. DK 11, DK now 10. Who's switching? DK 10, Monty 11, poop 1. DK 12. Why is DK jumping back and forth? DK 12, Monty 13. Poop 1, throw up 1. Somebody does. 2 people don't like either one of these, clearly. Voted DK. Devlin voted DK. I can't really force that vote on. That's going to be hard pressed to be like, oh, I'm going to, because Devin said in here. PL voted poop. 13, Monty. 12, DK. $13 to 13. Monty pulls ahead by 1. Monty drops it. Monty goes up by 1. Somebody is literally taking their vote on and off. 15 for Monty, 13 for DK, 16 for Monty, 17 for Monty, 17 to 12. Two poops, 2 throw-ups, 2 headphones, 1 whatever you want to call that, 1 pickle or whatever that is. 13 DKs, 15, 14. Why is that jumping up and down? If you find out who you are screwing with it, you're going to be not only blocked from the YouTube lives, and I can find out who that vote is. You'll be blocked from the YouTube lives, but also the live streams on IG. So stop it. DK 14. I'll have my mod look into who is that, and you'll be blocked from the lives. Just letting you know. Don't keep doing it. 14-14. DK Monty. Poop vote 2. Throw up 3. Headphones 4. Waterworks 1. And Yellow Pickle 1. DK 14. Monty 14. Why are these going away? Oh. First one to 20 wins. I'm cutting it off. DK 15, Monty 14. I voted DK 16. The eggplant is underused. Is that an eggplant? Okay. First to 20 wins. $17 for DK. 3 more and DK wins. Restart the mock. This ain't a mock PL. This is the real deal. DK's about to win. 19 for DK. 14 for Monty. 2 poops, 3 throw-ups, and 3 headphones. The moment that DK hits 20 or Monty hits 20, it's over. $19. Do we have a 20? Somebody end it. AJ Brown going to be pissed. Why? Smitty, how do you feel about your squad? I love it. And I don't care. DK dropped down to 18, down to 17. What in the heck? Why would you guys take away? Why would people take away their vote? That makes no sense whatsoever. 17, 14. 17. 17. First one to 20 wins. Seventeen. 18-17. Fantasy King says, yeah, he does. Smitty is the worst analyst to listen to. Fantasy King says he bombed his rookie rankings. Sid comes to bat, says Dalvin Cook will go off, and Aaron Jones. Why are you even here if you don't like him? He's probably the only one. He is a great analyst. Thank you. So, King, why are you even here? Let's ban King. King, if you hate me that much, then King is banned. Bye, King. Hope that was fun. Hope you had a good time. Hope that was a great experience for you. Okay, 20. DK is it. DK won. DK's it. 20. DK's the winner. I'm going to screenshot this bad boy. That way I have the proof I need when people start complaining, saying, Smitty, you didn't do what the people wanted. You know, someone like King. King who wants me to be perfect. He missed something last year. He sucks. All right. Let's plug it in. I'm happy about it. Our running backs are a little bit scary that we only have one, and he's potentially holding out, but I don't care because we took the best player available at every turn. And I truly believe, I truly believe. He spoke to Zeke last night and put out a mini video. Check it out. Okay, we will. Thanks, my Cowboys family. I really believe we made the right choice here. So let me go ahead and pull up the voting or the draft. We'll go to my fantasy league. This team just got tanked. Enjoy Damian Williams as your running back too. Honest Abe, come on. Come on, bro. Have faith, buddy. Great pick, says Nate. That's the funny thing about this stuff is that, like, some people absolutely love the pick and some people absolutely hate the pick. Monty has more votes now. It keeps going down. It's 18-18 actually, but I made it fair. I said whoever hit 20. I mean, if Monty was going to hit 20 first, Monty would have been the guy. So now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to share the screen. We're going to make our draft pick and make this official. Find DK Metcalf. This ranking thing, this ADP is so jacked up. There he is. Oh, we're not even on the clock because who didn't make their pick? Oh, nobody did. What the hell? I dug DK. I love the negativity people have. Nah, DK is winning, it seems. Monty is David Montgomery. I don't know why people get so upset. Okay, let me look at the graphic, and I've got to force a couple of these picks in. So it went, the last pick was Robert Woods. You guys know the, dang, I'll have to put it in when I get off. I don't need to show you guys me plugging it in. Because I have to, and nobody's making their picks, so I have to make sure I draft everybody's picks that they haven't drafted. We have like 4 people that haven't entered picks yet, so I have to force those in, I think. Or like, let's see here, hold on. Yeah. So I love our team, guys. We're gonna take some heat. People are gonna be like, "You have no running backs." It's fine. It's fine. We have Godwin, we have DK, we have Dalvin Cook, we have Pat Mahomes. I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling great about it. All this for a vote tomorrow. No. This is gonna happen live. Let me open up my graphics. We'll do it live. I want you guys to get the experience of me hitting the button. I want you to feel the experience of putting DK on the roster, and then we'll evaluate teams after. So actually, let's do that. I just gotta open up. I just want my computer to crash because I'm literally hogging all my resources right now because I need to restart. So it went, the last pick was Robert Woods. So then Thielen went to State of Mind. Connor went to Fix. So State of Mind. Thielen went to State of Mind. Let me draft that. Thielen. Oh, whoops. State of Mind. Thielen. Draft. And then Connor went to Fix. James Conner. Why did I not see James Conner? Did he already take him, maybe? Oh, okay, he just did it live. Nation, okay, so Nation took Beckham, Odell. Fantasy Football Nation took Odell. I'm just trying to put all these in so we can make our pick right now. Odell. And then now it's us. So now we can make the pick official. So that pick is going to be DK Metcalf. Mahomes, Cook, Godwin, DK. Absolute fire. DK Metcalf, Seattle, look at it, confirm it. Now I'm going to go to the graphic and pull that on the screen. DK Metcalf, man, it's fantastic. Okay, let me paste this here. DK. And the rapper's on the clock. I think he wanted Montgomery because he voted for DK. I saw him getting crazy up in our chat, trying to sway the vote. We see you, rapper. Okay, DK. All right, let me pull this onto the screen and we can go over it. Okay, let's go through each of the teams real quick, and then we'll end it at this. This is one of those love him or hate him picks. Definitely the case. Definitely. So at team 1, which is going to be on the clock, pretend these are 4.1, 4.2, 4.3. I didn't change that part of the graphic yet. McCaffrey, Evans, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I think if you're judging just based off the 3 players, he's a top 5 team. You can't really screw up the 1 pick. Well, you can, but he didn't. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I love. Even a redraft, I think that's going to be okay. It just, he could be slow starting for a little bit, but that's going to be all right. He's going to be good. I think this is fantastic for him. Barkley, Aaron Jones, DJ Moore. Again, hard to screw up the 1 or 2 pick overall with Barkley. I think Aaron Jones is kind of a risk, but at least he's getting him, at late second round value. I think DJ Moore is really, really, really good, but I think overdrafted. But as a third drafted player is about right. I think he could overperform a little bit. Let's see here. Kamara, Kelsey, David Johnson. I don't like the David Johnson pick. I love the Kamara and Kelsey picks, but I think the David Johnson pick is not going to work out too well. And when people say that they're going to make fun of our running backs, I'm going to like our running back that we draft here coming up or whenever we do as much as I like David Johnson. So kind of funny. People will rip on that. He has no wide receivers, though. He better go wide receiver with one of these picks, if not both of them. Elliott, Gurley, and A-Rob. I don't like the Gurley pick. The A-Rob pick, I know some people are going to love that. Some people are going to hate it. I think it's kind of like our DK pick. But I'm not scared of that team at all. Chubb, Galladay, Lamar. I imagine that they go Monty. That kind of feels very rapper-like. And the fact that he's voting DK means I think he wanted one of those running backs that we had listed. So Cook, Godwin, Mahomes, DK. I think our team is absolute fire. Do we have some concerns at running back for right now? But we'll address that, and we'll hopefully take care of that. If we don't, we'll figure it out. We can make trades. We can do all kinds of things. But I think we took the best player at every turn, and we're going to fill voids as we need to. I'm not worried about it. People need to remember also this is a 3 wide receiver with a flex. And sometimes a flex like that can make it even more important to get running backs. But that's almost more so when it's a 2 wide receiver, 2 running back, and a flex. This is a 3 wide receiver and a flex that could be a wide receiver or a running back. And I think that you're talking about us dominating the wide receiver position. And yeah, it might be at the expense of our running back too. Maybe. We don't even know that yet. I think we're going to be fine when push comes to shove and people are going to undervalue our approach. Thomas, Fournette, Kittle, Beckham. I like that. Odell's not a bad pick there. Kittle's a great pick in the 3rd round. Fournette I don't like, but I love Thomas. So 3 of those 4 picks I like, and Fournette could still prove solid. So if Fournette does well, Nation's going to have one of the top 5 teams. It's all going to hinge on Fournette, though. I think the Rappers team, I didn't grade him yet, but with Chubb, Galladay, Lamar, he's like a Walmart version of our team. We'll call him the Walmart Team Smitty. I think that team with Monty's not bad. I think with DK it's much scarier. So in a way, I'm glad we took DK. I'm much happier that he doesn't have DK. DK, like, this is how I value that. This is how I know we made the right pick. I'm not that worried if someone else has Monty. Like, answer this question out loud to yourself. I'm not that worried if someone has Monty, but I am worried if someone else has DK. And that kind of tells you that DK is the best approach. Show me any analyst or projections where DK outnumbers Ridley. Dirty dollar bill, I think it's very arguable, man. There's a lot. DK's climbing high on a lot of rankings, and I understand you wanting Ridley more, but I mean, the off-brand Smitty. That's the Chubbs team, the Rappers team. The Rappers got a Chubb. I know Claudio and Dollar Bill, you guys wanted Ridley, but it's arguable, guys. I mean, in the vote spoke. Like, I don't know what else I can do. I can't force Ridley in there if people aren't voting. He wasn't even in the top 2. He was like a really close third. Like, he was climbing, but he couldn't quite get past either one. And I mean, I can't force him in there. Like, you guys, if you voted Ridley, he would have been the pick. AJ Brown will be pleased. DK doesn't worry me at all, says Scott. I'm the same way. DK is only that high here, says Honest Abe. They throw the ball. Well, DK was in a couple of people's votes already, man. DK almost got drafted, so I don't know that that's accurate. And who cares if DK's not high everywhere else? He's high here. We believe in him. You don't have to. I'm not saying if you don't believe in him, you aren't Team Smitty or anything, but clearly we like him. Clearly we're thinking wide receiver 1. Low-end wide receiver 1 at least. DK is going to feast in 2020, and I can't wait. I'm so glad we own him. I love Monty, but I love DK more, and I'm glad we made the move. DK is going to be a beast. The one thing is Ridley's the number 2. Granted, I know that at some point Julio will drop off. I'm probably the biggest proponent of that stance, but I think Ridley as the number 2 currently is not better than DK as the number 1. And if you think Lockett's the number 1, that's an argument, but I think it's DK, man. I don't think Lockett proved he's the number 1. We're just going to have different opinions on this. Like, we have very, very extremely different opinions, but the people that are against DK are more against DK than the DK people are against Ridley. They're just like, I like DK better. They're not like, Ridley sucks, Ridley's not going to be good. Like, all the Ridley supporters are like absolutely adamant that DK can't be as good as we're predicting. I don't really understand that stance. Like, I get the Ridley stance. I like Ridley. Adams, Drake, Amari Cooper, Connor. It's a good team. I don't think that team's going to win it. I think it's outside the top 5, but still some draft to go. Henry, Sanders, Kupp, Thielen. Not loving Kupp and Thielen. It's balanced, though, so he's got a shot, but I would say outside the top 5. Mixon, Julio, Bell, Woods. I'm not a big fan of that team. I don't like the Bell pick. I don't like the Mixon pick. I think Woods is good, but that's about right. It's not like he's going to win any leagues off that pick, that Woods pick. Jacobs, Hill. I don't like the Carson pick a lot, but I know some people love Carson. So, I don't think it's horrible. Juju is a good value. I like that team a little bit. Eckler, Hopkins, Gordon, Brown. I think that team's a top 5 for sure. I mentioned that already. So give me the 1.1 team in the top 5. Give me the 1.2 team. So the Barkley and McCaffrey teams in the 1.5 or in the top 5. No to the Kamara team. No to the Elliott team. Let's come back to the Walmart Smitty team at 3.5, the Chubb team. We'll come back to that one. We're top 5, definitely. I like the 3.7 team, the 1.7 team. Thomas, Fournette, Kittle, Odell Beckham Jr., and then the 3.12. And I think you could throw in at the end of that the Chubb, Galladay, Lamar, and probably Monty. I'm going to guess he's going to draft Monty team in that 6 to 7 range with appeal and upside to get up into that top 5. So I'll be honest in saying I think that team, the Walmart version of our team, is very, very decent. I think Lamar saved that draft. Lamar saved it. This DK pick is close to the DJ number 1 overall. No way. Not even close. Honest Abe. Come on, man. Honest Abe. No, buddy. How is DK? How is DK at 4 point? This isn't 3. I have it titled wrong. It's 4. It's 4.7. How is DK Metcalf at almost 5th round value being equated to taking David Johnson last year at 1.1? I don't understand that. That's crazy. What's up, Tony? Imagine that each team's current number 1 is injured and out for the year. Julio and Lockett. Who scores more, Metcalf or Ridley? And tell me the last Pete Carroll wide receiver finishes the top 8. It's a good question, Tony. But I don't think it necessarily paints the picture that this has to go a certain way. I think DK is a special talent, and he's a player that I think Russell Wilson's going to make into a wide receiver 1. Even if it's the low-end variety, he's going to absolutely annihilate his ADP value, where we spent almost 5th round drafted value, like at 4.7. It's going to be phenomenal. DJ was drafted 4 spots earlier. DK went a round and a half early. I don't agree with that. DK's going this high. Like in other drafts, maybe. In other drafts. This is funny. This is the first controversial, because it was split. Like, of course, we're going to have half the people not happy. Literally half the people are not happy because it was 50-50 split down the middle. Like, what more what more can you do but take the guy that got there first? Kitty wants some screen. Yeah, he's been yelling. DK is the number 1. Really ain't good enough. I like really JP. I just think that I think this is going to be one that we're just going to be split on. It doesn't mean that anyone's wrong yet. I like Chark too. DK is not the number 1, says Eric. DK or JT? We went with DK. Clearly, everyone's going to tell you that DK is better than JT. Jonathan Taylor in a redraft because Jonathan Taylor didn't crack the top 3 in our voting. Doug Baldwin was top 8, says Michael. For 1 year, Michael. However, I agree that their respective number 1 stay healthy. DK is very likely to slightly outscore Ridley. So Tony actually agrees. Ridley is clearly better and in a better situation. Eric, I don't know how you can say that. I could understand you liking him better or predicting more, but to clearly in a better situation, I don't know, bro. I disagree. First of all, let's put this on the table. Like, I get if you like Ridley. I like Ridley. But I'm telling you right now, DK is in my top 10 bold predictions. So we're not going to have the same valuation of DK, obviously. If you're thinking he's not going to be good or be warranted of a 4.7 draft selection. I've been mock drafting DK in the 4th round for a long time. Like, if you follow my content, this should not surprise you. And I didn't make the pick. This was by vote. Yes, I swayed probably, but that's my job in this role. I'm facilitating and organizing the vote. And it's what does the community think as a whole, and it's going to have a flavor of that analyst. So did I sway with my words? Probably a vote. Maybe I did, but that doesn't mean that this pick was wrong, and it doesn't mean that a running back we like as much as Monty won't be there for us when we come back around. And Tony says, let me add, I definitely, in capital letters, prefer DK over Montgomery. So everybody's all over the place on this one. This is one that we're just gonna have to say, you know what? More people should have rallied around Monty if they wanted Monty. Like Josh says, DK's only getting better. The kid is driven. It's okay. Really has the higher ceiling and a clear passing. I mean, Dirty Dollar Bill, I love your support for Ridley, and I'm not going to argue with you that Ridley could be super good. He could, but I wouldn't say higher ceiling, clear passing, clearly better passing game. No, I mean, Russell Wilson's going to ball it out to him. Gunnar says, yeah, you absolutely can sway with your words, Smitty, but it's your community. As much as I wanted Monty, it's your community. And I want it to be your vote. It's going to have a flavor of what we want as a community. That's all I'm saying. Nick says Wilson and DK are equal to Hopkins and Watson. Or you might mean Kyler and Hopkins now, bro. Gunnar says, we just disagree. Well, of course, 50% of the vote did not want DK. So it's going to be one of those things. Everybody wins their league their own way. No one's going to agree, says Edward. That's true. Nothing's truer than that right now. Let's go. Smitty, why don't you like Cooper Kupp? I don't dislike him. I just like other players better. I just think Cooper Kupp at where'd he go? Third drafted player. I don't see how is Cooper Kupp at third drafted player value so not crazy compared to DK at 4.7. I don't know. Yeah. Scott says, yeah, it's all good, Smitty. I disagree with the team, but it's the community's picks, and I'll support them. Support, buddy. Thank you. It'll be very interesting. Let me see what's going on in the throne chat. Let me just check the Instagram poll. Oh my God. Wait till you see this. This is the Instagram poll right now. Monty 43, DK 44, Ridley 40, Taylor 22. Ridley's very close to catching Monty. 1 vote away. So I'm going to love it. This is right now. I'm going to love it if somebody actually says that I didn't make this a fair situation. Because literally, DK won on both polls. In the end, DK was 1 vote ahead on the poll as of this moment, and DK won by 2 or 3 votes, and then they ended up going back and forth again. But during the Discord vote, what's the Discord vote at? This is madness. This is the closest we've ever had it. DK 20, Monty 18. How could I have done it any different, guys? I mean, that's you. If you wanted Monty, he was there. He just needed the votes. So that's all I've got to say about that. Let me see how I'm doing in this Instagram poll. If you guys would be so kind as to vote for me on my Instagram poll. So was Monty, both are on the run heavy teams. That's good. I like Monty. Honestly, Abe, I think Monty was great to be in our vote. I can't believe how controversial this is, though, within our community. Like, we're such a DK Metcalf supporting community. Like, in general, we have. Like, I've done mock drafts where... guys, DM me if you were willing to help me out on this IG poll. I'm going up against this guy in a vote. And I need your help to win. I'm winning 58-42. Okay, let's see here. Check the poll one more time. Oh, let me check the throne chat. Smitty took Metcalf. Wolf says we got to stir the pot. Okay, looks like we're out of stall. I don't think anybody's going to pick. That's it. Dude, you don't know what 12 personnel is. Claudia, who are you talking to? Jeffrey says, I'm not mad at the DK pick at all. It's not crazy, but I'd go a few other guys. I don't think DK at all is crazy. Thank you, Jose. Jose voted for me in the poll. PL says, I bet Montgomery will be there on the way back. That's the thing, is like, I want everybody that's being really, really hard on this situation to keep an open mind that if a running back falls in a 3 wide receiver league with a flex, literally you could start 4 wide receivers. Wide receivers are flying off the board about a little less of the same rate that running backs are. But keep in mind that a lot of people have running backs right now. About half the teams, I'd imagine, have 2 running backs. So there's a couple teams that need wide receivers, probably more than they need running backs. And with that list really thinning down, I wouldn't be shocked at all if we see wide receiver runs happen right now. So let's start planning for round 5. What do you guys want in round 5? And then I'm going to end the live here. So tell me what your thoughts are for round 5. DK was the pick, guys. Let's start planning for round 5. Connor's been working out with Drago this offseason. Vote for Smitty. I don't get on Twitter, so vote for him right now, says Sid. You can ask a question, Sid. Montgomery is going next pick. He probably will. Only time will tell whether he is right or left. Sid says Ingram Dobbins. What backs are on the board? So the available running backs, I think I have that graphic here. Running backs are Taylor, Monty, Singletary, Ingram, Mostert. Let me update this. Mostert. These are the running backs available. Connor's gone. JT, don't mess this up. Nick, you don't mess it up, bro. I have one vote. You know, I definitely have a podium that I'm speaking from to influence the vote, but I didn't do any influencing till it was tied. So let me make that clear. Like, I feel like I'm not getting any credit for that. Like, I'm literally not stepping in and doing anything. Everyone's saying, Smitty, you sway the vote, you sway the vote. I literally didn't do anything but tell people to vote DK when it was tied, or tell people that I wanted DK once it was tied. So, you know, and he might fall, Tony. Andrew, that's good thinking. So we'll have to kind of recircle back. Just think about it right now. These are the top running backs available. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like, worst case scenario, we will get one of these guys if 11 straight running backs went, which will not happen. So there's a good chance that Damian Williams is there. Not that he's the best running back to have as your running back too, but he's probably going to be pretty serviceable. Not that Swift is the best to have. Mostert, I like a little bit. Given we went DK, I'd be okay with Mostert. I don't know if I wanted Mostert at the pick where we took DK, but I'd be darn fine with Mostert and DK coming out of these 2 picks right here. Oh, and Ingram. Yeah, Ingram's there. Singletary, Montgomery. So I'm just saying people need to look at this from that perspective, optimistic perspective, that if you get another running back, all of these guys will be here. Vaughn might actually be a good running back to have later on. Maybe not the safest running back to have as a running back too. But, I mean, we have DK, man. I hear you, Gunner, and that's part of this process, which is why we do this. If it was just for you guys only and it wasn't the community, then I wouldn't be involved, and it'd be like a follower league, where it's just followers or something. So the whole point is to see how we as a community come together and how we deliver and draft. And so, it is important that I do voice my opinion and try and sway it. Taylor's going to be gone. Montgomery is going to be gone. Sid says stop hating. Mostert is in the fifth is excellent value, says Tony. I agree with that, Tony. I blame Smitty for having this channel. Thank you, Scott. JT or Singletary or Mostert. I like that. Ingram, Singletary, Montgomery. I like that. I like any of those running backs there. Tony says, yes, Mostert too. I thought he was gone already. Anyone but Mostert, says Michael. There's that varying opinion that's so strong. Ingram is the best available, says Jay. Nolan says, Gunner thinks you swayed the pick. ? 50% went against you. I know, that's what I'm saying. Before I said anything. That's the thing is, I mean, did I even sway it? Like at all? It was tied 50-50 before I even gave my opinion. And it barely won by like one vote. Like, how could I sway anything at that point, really? I agree, Cam Akers, no Cam Akers. All right, guys. I appreciate all of you. I think our team's pretty fire, personally. I think it's awesome. I get that a lot of people aren't super happy with the DK pick, and that some of you are absolutely thrilled about it. That's the nature of a 4th and 5th and 6th round pick. That's the nature of a sleeper pick. That's the nature of a breakout pick. Montgomery, to me, is a good pick. He would have been a fine pick there. I think DK's win a league type value there, and we'll find out. Like, I miss things too, but maybe he's one of those breakouts that I've been telling you about that's going to end up winning leagues. A lot of people didn't like my Aaron Jones pick last year. A lot of people didn't like my Dalvin Cook pick last year. I'm not saying I hit everything, but DK is one of the stronger feeling picks that I have in 2020. And if you want to roll with my gut instinct, I think A.J. Brown, DK Metcalf, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Kareem Hunt, these are all guys that I think can be, league winners. So we will see. We will find out. And we will see what the rapper does. And we'll see who falls to us on the way back. Mark the Shark. Sid says, have a great day. A.J. Brown would be proud. Ingram, team. Great content, Smitty. Thank you, Sid. DK is fire there in the 4, says Nick. I believe you have influence, but it was pretty split. And Jaws with the thumbs up. All right, guys. Peace out later. That was exhausting.